Hey, welcome to the Beersjackofbbq. Check out the Mesa 300 we just put together. Hey, I'm Craig, man behind the cameras, Jack. Yeah, so we worked with Monument Grills last year. They sent us a Mesa 400 grill, which is a 4-burner with a side burner. We did like the review and all those things, you know, to have the grill, but honestly, we used it the entire year. You saw cooks, and we still have cooks that we already did that we're going to be showing soon. So they reached out to us again to show off another grill series that they're coming out with, and it's still a Mesa series, but they actually made some improvements on it. The lid has some more cast aluminum on it to make it even stronger. The window itself is even a better window for viewing and heat retention. The thermometer was previous was 700 degree, now it's an 800 degree thermometer. This baby got a bottle opener, can't beat that. So we'll show you more features as we do some cooks on it, but we aren't going to show the unpacking. We already kind of unpacked it, which, like I said, is fantastic. Again, I saw FedEx deliver this, and they kind of rolled it across my driveway. But everything was great inside, so we'll show you putting it together. We won't show you a whole lot of, as far as speeding through it. If we get stuck on anything, we'll kind of slow down, talk you through that piece, and then keep moving on. But next part's going to be pretty much putting this thing together. So see you at the end. All right, so you saw us put the top on. I just screwed that down. The shelves themselves was just a screw on each side that you pull out first, set the shelf on, and then there's two things with spacers on the inside that go in to connect these things. The other part, Jack actually, good to have an electrical engineer on staff, but Jack actually hooked up this burner. Not a whole lot to it, but just a lot of underneath stuff that you have to kind of do. So that's all hooked up, so we're just going to finish up the doors and some of the insides, and we should be done here. Oh, sorry, we'll call it a pro tip. There's a bottle opener here, which is awesome to be on here. We actually put a different grill together before this one, and we struggled kind of getting it under because of, well, I'm not young, bending over trying to get this thing in there. Jack had to help with that one. So what we did was we put that on the side panel before we even put the side panel on this thing. So that's a little tip. We skipped ahead in the instructions that way a little bit, but get that bottle opener there. It's much easier to do it in advance once you figure out which side is which. All right, here it is. Went nice and smoothly. Like I said, some of the upgrades that they do is the new windows on here is a higher temperature. Looks bigger than the 400. I'll compare them once we put it out there. Thermometer said goes 800. The other one goes to 700. This cast aluminum on the sides is something they improved. The lighting that they put on here before was just like one light, but now when you turn your burner on, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it actually goes red. So you know which burners are actually on. You can see that from a distance. So looking forward to cooking on this thing. So our typical is a tomahawk on things, so I'm sure you'll see a tomahawk on this thing very soon. All right, so we showed you the assembly of the Mesa 300. Now we're going to show the first cook, and as I mentioned when we were putting this together, we always christen our new grills with a nice tomahawk. We actually had to spend a little bit more money than we normally do for tomahawks because we each only have like one more Costco one, which I know Costco's got the short bone, so not technically a tomahawk, but we still call them that. But we haven't been able to get them at our local Costco. So we're going to show you this cook. We start off with a good beer as well when we do our first cook. And since we have a side burner, I'm going to saute some garlic butter shrimp to put over top of these and have this as a side with our tomahawk steak. So looking forward to showing you the grill, showing you some of the new features as we cook. All right, let's get them on. But before I get them on, I told you I was talking about some of the features. So thermometer goes up to 800 instead of 700 like the previous version. The glass is a little bit nicer than the previous version. Also the aluminum sides on here, or I should say aluminum, I want to verify that metal on here, but the cast aluminum, I believe it is different. The handles, the lights, they're lit up, so you can see I have the two outside burners on and the center burner, and this, you might not be able to see that real well because of the lighting, but it really shows you this is red showing the burners on, this one is off, so it's showing you white. There's one feature I almost forgot to mention on the Mesa 300. I think one of the greatest features they added to this thing. Oops, had the wrong direction there. Can't beat that. So let's get them on. I have these, like I said, these two outside burners running. I actually put foil on these to kind of show, or to, so I keep in the center, but being that the bone is going to be over the flame, I didn't want to burn the bone. So we're just going to let these warm up. Grill's running around 350 right now. I'm going to try to keep it around there. And when these get to about I'm going to say 115 is what I'm going for. Then we're going to pull them off and get the grill real hot to sear it off. All right, so we just reached 80. Going to come out and flip them over and move them around to get some even cooking going on here. Grill, I had it at kind of medium. I turned it up a little bit and I turned it back down just now. So just trying to get some even cooking here, but going to pull them off at 115, and when we get to about 110, I'm going to start the pan up to do the shrimp. All right, so just double checking temperatures. It's getting close. We're at about 100 right now, 101 right now on here, and this one here was about the 104, so that's perfect. We'll let them get to, like I said, shooting for 115. We're going to let them go close to 110, pull them off, get the grill fired up to sear them off. But we're going to start the shrimp right now. So you'll see, it's hard to see, like I said, on screen with the lights on it, but it's on red when you, so it's just lit. Gonna get the pan preheated before we put the shrimp on there. Get the shrimp on. Side burner really works well. That didn't take long to get that pan nice and warm in there already. Let's do another check. We're getting pretty close to where we want to be. Those are coming off. 110 degrees is going to be perfect. So let's pull them off, then we'll get the grill fired up when the shrimp gets close to done to sear them off. Let's take a reading on a shrimp. Those are done. Almost done there. Yeah, a few more minutes. We'll get the, I'm going to turn this on low and get the steaks searing just to keep these warm as kind of we go here. All right, got everything fired up here. Try to go a minute aside, kind of the usual, minute aside, minute aside, minute aside. Double check a shrimp or two here. Yeah, those are done. Just gonna turn it off now. Throw a little foil on top of that just to keep it warm over there. It's only about 42 degrees outside right now. Okay, it's a minute. Oh man, is that looking perfect. Got smoked out there. All right, we got a lot of flame going on there. Whew, smoke. All right, there's another minute. One last flip. Boy, is it looking perfect though. All right, that should be it. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh man, that looks so good. As always, cheers. Here we are, end of the cook, and look what we got sitting in front of us here, man. I can't not wait to cut into these things. But that Mesa 300 worked fantastic. Like I said, we have the Mesa 400 we did last year. Great grill, works fantastic. Still use it to today. But this thing here, boy, it was almost 700 or 800 when I was preheating it, and we were searing off. It was hanging right around 700. You saw the flames and the way it was searing and that sear shots at the end. You can't beat it. The side burner, to me, the side burner runs a little hot, but that's fine because on low it was actually working nice. On high, it's really hot. But made this garlic shrimp up, again, just out of the box, but kind of dumped it on here for the shrimp itself. Forgot to mention in the beginning, all I did was kosher salt last night, so just about 24 hours, had kosher salt in here, open air in the fridge, just sitting on a rack. This thing looks beautiful. I cannot wait to cut into it, but we'll continue to do more cooks on the Mesa 300. It's a fun little grill, and for a smaller, medium-sized family, perfect size. So let's see what we got here. See how well. Can't blame the grill if this isn't perfect, but I have a feeling it's going to be perfect. Oh man, look at that. I always get the cap, and this has a little garlic butter on it. Wow, we paid a little more for these tomahawks, but whoa, is that a tender piece of steak. Gotta try a shrimp as well. Well, it's cold outside here. We want to get inside so we can eat. Hope you like what you're seeing. Subscribe to the channel, click the little bell, get notifications, and we'll see you next time. We'll have all the links and everything for the Mesa. Like I said, we did get the grill and we're showing it off, but boy, what a fantastic grill that is. See you next time.